guys, it's Amy from Amy's Little Bit of Everything. How you doing? I'm doing all right. Jazz hands, silk flappers, fishy lips, and butterfly. If you did that with me, you are young at heart. And if you didn't, fast forward that part. You didn't need it anyways. All right, guys. We are now doing some chili base. Chili base. I will be getting to my comments tonight. I had my doctor's appointment yesterday and I was pretty much wiped out. It's just my sarcoid, so just something I have to deal with. They're going to change some medicines, so you might say a little prayer for me. I would appreciate it. But we're going to do chili base today, and it's almost like the pasta, and I like to use these packets. Now, I have put my own chili base together before, but the packets are so easy, and I get it at the Amish store, and I think they're over $2. It's like $2.57. So to me, that's the only thing I have out, because the tomatoes are from our garden, and I've already got the jars. So really, for $2.50, I mean, I go with it. So what I have done already, let me get this trash out of the way. The lid on there, because you know who will get in it. I've got to clean house. Me not feeling good, you know how it gets. Okay, so right now, this is my tomatoes. I put extra peppers. I put extra onions from the garden in there. And what it says on the back here is about 18 medium tomatoes. I'm doing 2 batches, so I made sure I had well over, you know, I think I had like 40 tomatoes in there. And then 2 tablespoons of sugar. But I would put 4. Sometimes I don't, sometimes I even cut back, but this time I'm going to go ahead and put 4 tablespoons because I'm doubling my batch. So there's that. Then you want to put your packets in there. And this always smells so good. And you know, you don't need a chili base when you make chili. It just added flavor in there. And I know now, I mean, whenever somebody comes over and we've got chili, they're like, what is it about your chili? There's just something different. And I just think it's because I put this chili base in there. And, but anyways, let me get this stirred up. So I got this heating up. I don't want it to be too hot because I don't want it to burn the bottom. I got my hot water going for my jars. So let that cook a little bit. Smells like chili. And I like to put mine in pint size because I don't want too much, you know, just a little bit of flavoring. And then and then of course you just wash your tomatoes like you normally do. Peel them and get the core out, and I get them grind down with my little food chopper here. I got a big one, but the little one's better for me because on a day like today, my arthritis is flared up. My doctor also told me that I have now fibromyalgia, and I thought I did, but I was never really diagnosed with it, and she diagnosed me with it yesterday. So anyways, okay. Then it says puree your tomatoes. I like mine to have little chunks in there for my spaghetti, for my chili. And then you combine your base and anything else you want to put in it. And then the chili is basically, once it heats up, it's ready to go. You can either serve it, you can use it right now, you can freeze it, or you can can it. Of course, I'm canning mine. So it says just get your jars ready. And you could only use 1 pack. I always like to double my recipes because then I can just make more for 1 batch. Totally up to you. You could just do 1 batch, have you a small little batch. Even if you go and buy some tomatoes at the grocery store and do theirs, you know, you don't have to grow your own. Just throwing some ideas out there. And then you just get your jars ready, get your lids ready, how my normal routine is. And we're going to process, since they're pints, I'm going to go ahead and do 40 minutes. And this is your, you don't have to use a pressure cooker. We use a water bath. And yeah, and I think it's an inch headspace. Yep, an inch headspace. So that's not hard at all. I'm going to leave this one out here just in case. You know, sometimes with my fog mind, I get a little forgetful, so I like to, I'm gonna bring this over and show it to you. Can you see that very well? Hold on. It's starting to heat up. It's not very hot right now. Let me bring you over here. I should start charging up my phone. There you go. See, I put some peppers in there. Got some of our fresh onions. And, sorry, that's a little wobbly. Forgive me today. I'm off sorts. Okay, so right now I'm going to go ahead and fill my jars with hot water and get them in to sterilize. And I'm going to let this heat up a little bit. And yeah, and then we'll be ready to fill the jars, and then I'll bring you back when we do that. All right, see you in a little bit. Okay guys, on my canner, or my water bath canner, it can hold 9 pints, and I'm hoping to get 9 pints out of this. If so, that would be awesome. Filling that up with some more water, kind of ran out of water. But I always just put the total of this. This is just a thing that I do. I always put the total that holds the jars, because when I've thought, oh, I only have enough chili base for 7 jars, I end up and I have 9. So that way I already have them ready. They're sterilized. I'm going to put one more in there, and they're ready to go. So that way, if I don't use a jar, then I just put it back and use it for the next canning session. The breeze is so nice here. It's warming up, and I told Jeff I have not been out in the pool for like a week because I have not felt good. But today, if I could get out there and he can kind of keep an eye on me, I'd like to go out there for a little bit and just relax. Okay, now we can get that going. And I'm going to set my little timer that I got from Temu. Let's see. It's usually 10, but I'm going to go a little over that because I did just put some cooler water in there. And this is still heating up. So let that heat up. And then basically right now, all we're doing is letting our sauce heat up. Yeah, it's very not even, just a little lukewarm. And let my jars get sterilized. And then I will tell you guys a secret. I always just do everything fresh out of the garden. But with some of my tomatoes, I went, and the other day we had so many coming on that I poured them and I cut any bad spots out, and then I put them in the freezer like this in baggies together in groups. This is what I had left over for the next one. And so when I did that, here's Jeff's peanut butter knife. So when I did that, it's so much easier when you get ready to peel the skin off, because then I get them out of the freezer, I throw them in some hot water, I let them sit. Heck, they don't even hardly sit, but just a few minutes. And I get them out, I peel their skin, the skin just peels right off. Sometimes if you have a bigger tomato, it will freeze and stay frozen for a while if your hot water is not really that hot, because when they're frozen like that and you get them just lukewarm, their skin just peels off. So that's a plus if you want to do it that way. And I just was like, wow, I had done it before like that, but I've set and let them like defrost a little bit. And but yeah, I just get them straight out of the freezer, put them straight in the pan, and it was so easy to peel the skin off. I'm just trying to right now get all my stuff together. I thought there was something else I needed. Okay, maybe not. All right, I think we're good. So I'm gonna let that, let my jars get sterilized, and let my chili base cook up, and then I will be ready to put them in the can and get them in there going canning. All right, I'll be right back when I get done. Okay, guys, I wanted to tell you when I have downtime, you know, like I'm waiting for things to heat up. Oh, let me stir this real quick. Oh yeah, it needs stirred. You don't ever want it to burn the bottom. I might turn that down now. So good. Okay. Now, on my downtime, when I'm waiting for things to heat up or to cook, you know, whatever, Jeff brings me in more peppers to cut up so that I can cut those up for the pasta sauce. He brought me some tomatoes. Some more tomatoes. This is what we got left in the garden, but I put some in the freezer. And these are my onions to cut up. These are, now this doesn't go in there, but he brought in our raspberries. That's just a small amount of raspberries we got, and I'm going to make raspberry jam. And let's see, I'll probably, but he's always bringing me in, you know, more stuff to cut up. Probably what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to cut my tomatoes up first and put what I have here all together. And so I'm thinking I'm going to do my chili base. I'm going to do another thing of pasta sauce. Pasta sauce we go out, we run out of because we use it through the whole winter. And then I'll probably cut up some more peppers and some onions just so that I'll have them ready. Yeah, because I've got, see, and I only have 3 more minutes left on the sterilizing the jars, and once they're ready, then I'm getting ready to go can. So then when I start canning, that's when I start cutting up and getting ready for the next round. It's just like a cycle. I love it because some people are like, how do you do that? And I'm like, I love it. And when you love it, it's fine. Okay, now for some of you who don't know, okay, where's my little fancy tool? Right here. All right, this is my little tool that I got. I rinse everything off. Our garden doesn't have any pesticides or anything on it, but you know, just in case there's like a little bug on there or something. But for this thing, you take your tomato, okay, you poke it in there, and then, oops, that one was a little softer than what I thought. And then, okay, and then you, after you twist it, you pull out, and you take in the core out, and then the core's stuck on here. And then he would be good to go ahead. And then it's almost just as easy. We've been giving the chickens all the leftovers. Oh gosh, I'm so weak today. I remember when I was younger, I could lift 2 of those, and now I'm weak. Okay, now like this one. Okay. Oh, and then we've been giving our leftovers to our chickens, but they're getting a lot lately, so I told Jeff, I said we might back off today because I don't want to get them, you know, sick or anything. But see, there's that one. Drop it in there, throw it away. And then I did want to show you guys, we got new chickens, and they're due to start laying eggs. Look how little the eggs are laying. We got a couple of them. And, yeah, they've been doing real good. Now, see, if they've got a bad spot with the core, I just take my knife and I just get that whole thing out of there, because more than likely your bad spot's going to be bigger. Yeah. And then when you get the whole thing out, and then here's a bigger one. Washing off a little bit. Then you just stick your core in there. You just twist it around. Comes right out. There's some dirt on there. Comes right out. Throw it in there. But yeah, we were giving our chickens the leftovers, and I'll tell you what, they, you know, they're eating really good. But I told Jeff, I said, you know, all this fresh stuff, I don't want to give them too much because I don't want to get them sick, or, you know, because that's a lot of fresh stuff that we've been giving them. And I got way more tomatoes than this, guys. This is just what Jeff has brought me in from the garden from this morning. We're getting down to where you could tell it's almost the end of season. Oh, my timer's going off. Okay. So now, what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to shut my camera off. It's time to get the jars out of that. And I'll take these jars out, sit them on here, and then I'll be ready to put my chili base into them. And if you don't get those packets or you don't want to buy the packets, there's all kinds of recipes that you can use. I think I have even some around the house. I just haven't used them for so long because the packets to me are so well worth it. And we just go over to the Amish store and get them from there. I'll be right back. I'm going to get these jars out. Okay, this is where we are right now. I did get 9 pints of chili base. They're in here. They got to process for 40 minutes. I got my next batch of tomatoes in here cooking down. I had probably another pint of chili base that I'm going to put in a dish to save back to see if I have an extra, like I could put a pint in, like for it need an extra jar or something. And if not, I will put it in the freezer and just, save it for next time. So then, and Jeff keeps bringing me in jars. Thank you, hon. See, I'm going to put this stuff in the refrigerator and see if I have anything left over. Okay. So we get that. That is my chili base. And if not, I'll just put it in the freezer like this and get it out and use it whenever we have more to freeze. Or we get it and make some chili. Okay, so I'm going to let that cook down. I got that processing for 40 minutes. I will wash this out now to get ready for my next go around. I've got a few more tomatoes in there, some peppers, and I'll get lids and just kind of start over, just kind of get my mess cleaned up and go from there. So when I get that done, I will come back. Okay guys, I've been sitting here. I got all my peppers and onions cut up for my pasta and my pizza sauce. So we got that done. Then I'm getting ready. Let me see how these are doing. Oh yeah, they're ready. And then I'll go ahead and peel my tomatoes. And then I still have 6 minutes on the chili base. And once the chili base gets done, I will show you. And I'll probably finish up my dishes. I like staying on top of them. It just helps you for when you get really wiped out. And then you're all done. All right. Okay guys, I'm getting ready to end this video because this is my chili base video. And here it is. They all made it. Waiting for them to seal. So we got pasta, chili base. I'm working on pasta next and then pizza sauce. And then that will be it for today. If I can get those done. Just depending on how I feel. Alright guys, put a smile on your face. Put a smile on somebody else's face. It's a win-win situation. Who doesn't want more smiles than pizza sauce, pasta sauce, chili base? I know I do. And I bet you do too. Alright guys, have a God bless day. Be kind, stay humble. And until next video. Bye.